Everything's good. Everything's good, dude. I cannot believe I didn't realize this. Derek, are either of you fans of Fate Stay Night or like the whole Fate series?
I currently on and off play Fate Grand Order, and I've watched most of the animes that have come out for Fate.
Yo, did you know that last year in July they started a new series called Fate Strange Fake?
Yes, from what I know, I think it's a side story. I think it started like as a light novel first.
I have no idea. I just realized, holy shit, it came out and they're doing the full hour per episode. And I think they're releasing once every maybe year, 2 years.
One per year? Jesus.
I think so, because there's only episode 1 right now. So I assume they're doing the whole Heaven's Feel thing.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. Alright, so if I can't use Derek Chan, can I use Derek Kun?
The fuck?
If I have to pick the greater of two evils, I'd rather take the second option.
Okay.
Oh fuck, I forgot to take my medication.
Wait, what the hell?
That's
interesting.
I had one job.
Damn. Oh, did you guys see the screenshot I posted of Umblum and Rika-chan? Or sorry, Ruka-chan?
I think
I don't even know what we're talking about.
Oh, this was like, I think, yeah, it was yesterday, it was Friday. Like, he posted like a screenshot of some like Gammon thing. It's like, I'd do anything for him. And posted a picture of Gammon. I just replaced a Gammon with Rika-chan.
Oh yeah, and then he's like, why do you do this and like that?
Oh my god. That was one of my best works.
Certified Andrew Classic.
You don't need that, right?
No, I do need a plastic bag. I'm not joking, I do need it. I need to put it in my car.
Is that your
So
fucking coffee
audio's-
bag?
Yeah, it's my coffee bag.
Why don't you explain to all them what your coffee bag is?
Okay. So,
Punch him in the face.
dude, I didn't insult her. Like, okay, do you guys ever experience the problems of like,
Insulting himself.
when you buy a cup of coffee and you put in your car, and as you're driving it spills? Like, it doesn't fall over, but like it just spills off the top.
No.
I cannot
That-
say I've
yeah.
had that issue.
Yeah. So, I can't really fix that outside drinking it. However, it's way too hot for me to drink that much right away. So my solution is, I put the cup of coffee in a plastic bag and then put that in the cup holder. So when it spills in the bag only and not in the car or cup holder.
Wow, that's on the one end. I'm impressed by your creative
Maybe I'm weird,
approaches.
but I
On
just
the
put,
other
like-
end,
I just want to know what kind of guitar they
I just put a bunch of napkins in the cup holder area, so if it does spill, it just soaks in there.
oh, I wouldn't do that because then it's like it
It's
all
like
like
a worst case
hardened and
situation
shit.
if it happens.
So
Oh, fair
TJ
enough.
thinks that it's creative. Derek uses the napkin method, which I used to use, but I started running out of napkins, and I can't just keep going to McDonald's taking more napkins, so...
They're free.
Yes, but, you know, I can't give one the same one, because they'll remember my face.
Change your face.
Yeah, there's the reason why you're blacklisted. I keep taking them, and they keep thinking I'm you.
Ooh, true,
Oh
true, true.
no, this went the wrong way.
It's okay, it's okay. Well, we can get on topic. So, first topic. Derek, your thoughts on Rina?
Rina,
Are you? Are you really starting this fucking thing off like that?
We can start however you like. Would you like to start somewhere else, TJ?
I won't say anything incriminating.
Jesus fucking Christ! Just get this hoopla out of the way.
Hey, I'll have you know that Derek here placed pretty high at the top of your game tournament with Rina deck.
I did come 4th place. In BT14, it was not great for Ulforce, but I did manage to play 2 of my more favorable matchups, and 2 not so great matchups.
Wait, did you beat Kevin that day? I completely zoned
No,
out.
Kevin was my only loss,
Ooh.
and then he went X2,
Dude,
so
I
I
still
beat
remember.
him.
All I remember from that match was Derek slapping down at level 4 and said, do I have it or do I not?
Yeah, I just played a Leomon. I just told him, let's play a game. I have it or I don't.
I want to play a game with you.
And now he's just taking like 5 minutes to play around the Zudo Ace. I'm like, I don't know, man. Play around it. And then he just rolled me. But the mental anguish was done, and that was the only win I needed.
All you needed was mental damage.
clearly I was wrong. I think like 3 podcasts ago when I thought, when I felt ace cards might not make that much of a difference. Clearly it does. At least Zudo does.
We told you.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, Magna Ace does also make quite a big impact. They swing with bulk, 2 checks, jamming, and then you're like, I need to get that shit out of the way. But you get so focused on trying to get it out of the way that you forget that aces are a mechanic, and then you lose your entire stack.
Fair. Wait, is Ulforce going to make any sort of splash in EX5?
So at the moment, I haven't done any EX5 testing, but based on the games I just saw, with TJ playing against Anubis, it doesn't seem that great. Like, minus the speed issue that the deck has, I think Anubis just goes too wide for Ulforce to answer all of it.
Yeah,
how many turns does it take? Like, average, how many turns does it take for Anubis to get that wide?
2.
Anywhere between 2 to maybe 4 turns if they're a tad slower, like they want to set up a wisdom training or a purple memory boost.
I'm gonna say it. So, playing against Anubis now, again, with 2 decks, Metal Edamon and 4 Sovereigns. Metal Edamon has the easier time, but Anubis just has too much consistency. Like, I fully understand now the rage of certain members of the community when they're talking about their experiences with Anubis. It's like, if you don't, like, Anubis can pop 3 level 5 or lowers. Like,
that effect is not once per turn.
that's mind-boggling. I didn't know that, so I was trying to play around it with 4 Sovereigns. Didn't even matter. And 4 Sovereigns can clear the board very quickly if they fail to OTK, but the problem is 4 Sovereigns requires 2 cards to do so. You need the Cardinal Position and you need the Fang Longmon. If you fail to have both those in your hand upon Anubis's pop-off, you're not winning. You're not. And there's just not enough time for you to do enough setup to have like a Genai and a trash full of 4 Sovereigns and Divas. Or Devas, as I'm now being told. I've been saying it incorrectly. Edamon has an interesting time because you get to play the redirect game, or my favorite is they swing. You trigger Edamon Inheritable, play a level Ukkomon from the top of your deck, and then you just go, alright, Ace into Magna Angemon, and then watch you make you smaller, and then redirect you to Metal Edamon. And then Metal Edamon gives you more security.
This morning, I was talking to Nationals participant Alex Mock. I'll probably have to censor the last name there. I don't know, whatever. But I'm thinking, could D-Reaper maybe work?
Not really, because D-Reaper has been progressively getting slower and slower the further away we get from EX2. Like, D-Reaper still needs quite a bit of setup, and even if you're going the yellow base to have some kind of control, or the red base for the Crimson Blazes, like, you are banking solely on the fact that you're going to hit those in security. You know? But
For me,
when
I
you're...
was more thinking whether or not, like, you can get the, I think it was 6 sources under Mother with a Gatekeeper. Because I was trying to ask, like, if you can get Gatekeeper live, you effectively win, because Anubis doesn't have any outs, and they don't have Sec plus 1, or any Sec plus anything.
You're not incorrect, but it does come down to the fact that, what was it, Reaper needs, like, what, 3 to 4 turns to get set up?
Mm-hmm.
If like, your best odds are if you get to go first, but again, we're going in the whole RNG thing, right?
Yeah.
How consistent is Anubis? How good is your starting hand? Like, things like that, whereas Anubis just has the consistency factor. It doesn't matter, every Digivolve is either a mill or a draw, and getting into them, even passing turn into Anubismon means nothing, because they just gain 3 to 4 memory, pulling them right back to their turn. I don't know, Derek, have you seen much in the ways of Anubis? Anubi?
Not recently, because I've been slowly taking a break from Digimon just because of personal stuff. Slowly getting back into it now, but this format is kind of whack up until the ban list hits.
Good whack, bad whack?
Bad whack. Like, this really is just a really good purple format. And blue, since I play a lot of blue can do relatively well. Mirage, in theory, I guess, should be able to do decently well. But I don't know, like a lot of things have to go well in that matchup. Maybe I'm wrong.
Mirage still just feels like an autopilot deck. Like the consistency to Mirage is a glorious thing, and I do think trainings were the best thing that could have ever happened to that deck. Like the ban list did nothing to slow that deck down.
For sure.
And again, playing it in the EX5 format, playing with 4 Sovereigns, the matchup feels winnable, but it's entirely dependent on a single tamer. Genai, Genai. I don't know. People keep telling me so many different ways to say it. I hate the name. But yeah, that card is like the star card. Genai, I don't know. Somebody, they can't even tell us how to say it in the comments because that doesn't actually help.
I'm
job,
sure
everyone.
based on the dubs, it is Genai, from what I've heard.
Yeah, okay. So Genai is like the piece that helps you play against a ton of different decks. If you have Genai against Anubis, you can promote on their Merva swing your level 5 and then go Ebon Wu to freeze their, or to like suspend their board state. Against Mirage, they swing, unsuspend, again you promote and then just tap it using Ebon Wu and then just pray that swing does not yield cards adding to your hand, which is a very common occurrence. There's just a lot of like, with every new set, I'm finding we're getting a ton of new decks that become just absurdly viable, and then we get a bunch of decks that are like, especially recently, we're getting a ton of decks that are really good, so good in fact, that they have to do like either an emergency ban, like we got that combination ban where you couldn't have the Zubamon with the Dusk Dawn, or I don't know what the specific card was, you couldn't play Zubamon if you had so-and-so in your deck.
Yeah, so you can't play Zubamon, or I believe it's the new Sun Moon Tamer, Sile and Co. You can't play that with Zubamon, can't play that with the new starter deck mat, and I believe it was, I think it's BT13 Keenan? So I think it's the 3-cost one.
Yep.
Yeah, play Digimon by effect, suspend it, gain a memory.
Yo, my question is, why did they set the Zubamon, those stuff, why did they set that effective January 19th, but the the Anubis stuff 1st of March?
That is a very good question.
Like, some people could say it's like, oh, because there's BT15 cards in there. I'm like, sure, but couldn't they just say, it's effective January 1st, and it's like, cool, so a Pokemon BT is not out yet, then it's not affected. But when it does, it's affected.
Yeah, so from what I've talked about it with other people, I can only speculate that the loop was deemed by Bandai to be so toxic, so degenerate, that it's just, like they said in their post about like their reasoning, which I really appreciate that they do, it just didn't allow for gameplay to actually happen. It was just, play card, your opponent's turn, nope, you're not your turn anymore, it's mine. And they just keep doing it until there's just no way for your opponent to like actually draw a single card. Which makes sense. Like, nobody wants to just look at their opponent for 5 minutes straight while they're doing an infinite loop.
Makes sense. I've heard some people say that they are planning to run, I think it was like Beelstar with the Melga engine at Nats. Do you think that has a chance, or they should just play Melga?
So, just before we got into this podcast, I was just watching the Anubis versus Garurumon Beelstar deck. Game 1, Guru, Beelstar, whatever you want to call it, kind of just decked themselves out. And then by game 2, that player just learned, I don't have to do that. I'm just going to keep recycling Gazimons, Psychmons. I don't ever have to swing off the deck out. Before Anubis even makes their play, you just keep Nail Boning or Rival's Barrage, Fly Bullet. You just answer their stack and just kind of stall them out, which Beelstar has been relatively good at.
Interesting.
So really, it could go either way.
One thing I will say for at least the first views of this format is this seems like a very floodgate heavy format, at least for the beginning until we start to see the bans, and then who knows what happens after that. But there are a lot of people who are, there's two sides to that whole debate right now in regards to a lot of the purple decks, where it's like these are so overly busted. Why are they allowed? A, EX5 needs product to incentivize people to sell. And B, it's not very fair for certain decks to come out already crippled. It just desensitizes people, or not desensitizes it. Oh my god, I've lost the word. Disincentivizes. ... Makes people not want to play or
it definitely does
certain colors. Yeah. But with that said, until that ban, we're kind of stuck on the whole floodgates. And a lot of people, they really don't want to. They like their tribal-esque stuff, or they have a way they like their deck, and they don't want to put the floodgates because they feel like it just doesn't add synergy. And to a lot of those people, I gotta say, like, play the floodgates. Don't think about it. You got to do it. Wait until the ban. That's it. There's no other alternative. It's that, or don't complain when you lose. It's an unfortunate circumstance. A lot of red
hybrid players I've seen, I've just been teching in Gotsumons on top of Crimson Blazes, just because like the Anubis matchup is super rough.
So my question is, what are you guys going to do for EX5 until the ban list is effective? Because I know Sam is choosing to sit out. He's not playing until March 1st.
That is completely fair.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's like,
valid.
He said that. He's like, I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back until March 1st. We were talking about, what was it, just this past Thursday, and I think it was like either Kevin or it was Alex, like, no, just come, next Thursday, and Sam's like, is EX5 legal? Because if it's legal, then I'm not playing.
I get what he's saying. A lot of people really are not fans of when the format's a little bit imbalanced. Anytime, the scale kind of tips too far one way or the other is generally when people are like, yeah, I'm going to take a break from this set or whatnot. I think the benefit is the instability currently is due to a half set, which means in a month's time, BT15 is coming out, which is wonderful. I can't wait for that, except I'm still recovering from EX5. So
it's okay, TJ. This is a safe space.
I don't want to talk about it. There are very few people who actually know the pain and damage that I have suffered financially from this set. But
did you have any Destros?
I have everything. As of this podcast, the only thing I am missing is one promo Saber Dramon.
Dude, I was so close to buying those Destros and Dracos, and then I saw the Bandai post that said that anniversary pack is going to be participant packs for locals.
Yeah, I really wish.
Sorry,
I really wish I had seen that.
Derek, you say something?
Did they say which promos were going to be part of the TP packs, or
No. So the TP pack is separate. We're getting a new TP pack, and then also that same third anniversary pack that you get in EX5, they're handing those out for participation at locals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I forgot why I was doing, but I was going to the Bandai website and I was just checking, what's the new TP cards? And in that same post saying these are the new TP cards, scroll that's like, as long as there's supply, third anniversary packs are also given as participation. Now,
is that for NA? Because we don't really. I feel like Japan the Japan region and whatnot, they get like they eat good there, whereas we kind of get like these wacky scraps. Like, for example, EX5, we got like 4 sets worth of promos dumped into one set, and that was a financial nightmare for anyone doing master sets.
True. No, this is the North American one. So like the same website tells us all our when the Ulti Cups on stuff. It's the same website.
Okay, so it is in fact for us, and I have immediate regrets. I will never financially recover from this.
Yeah, it says here. So as of January 19th, that's when they're supposed to be distributing not only the new TP12, but also the anniversary packs, the third anniversary pack.
On the one end, I'm happy for everyone who did not have a chance to get promos. On the other hand, what am I doing?
Yeah, TCG prices for these promos are insane. I think I saw the Zubamons. Despite the mini hit to it, I guess, they're still like $20, which is crazy.
Those legendary players are just, they don't think right.
Yeah. Saber Dramons are, I think, 40?
Jesus.
What?
Yeah. Let me check it right now.
For Anubis or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Anubis. They play 4 of. And that's like the only deck that's playing it right now until we get our vaccine Phoenix.
I'm seeing $20.
Yes. Okay. So if you go view more data, there's one on the 20th that was sold for 40.
Wait. Let's see, 20th. You said.
Some madman bought it for 40.
Where's that?
Catman, what did you think it was?
It's 7 listings down
7 listings down.
from last sold.
Oh shit! Yeah, $39.99.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's eating good. I bet it was Alex.
Did you say you bet it was Alex?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know if you guys noticed this, right? So, I've been giving Jaden a little bit of flack for this. So during the Untouchables Top Tier game thing, I was told by Alex that round 1 they matched against each other, and Jaden, after multiple, let's say, encouragements from me and Alex, decided to play Machine Dramon. And Alex
gaslit him.
and Alex,
oh God,
being the regional champ, knowing that he gaslit Jaden to play Machine Run, took out Bloomlord.
I know
Wow.
for a couple of weeks now, Jaden was saying like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna play Black War," because we got some Secon players, and it does better than OTK Wargrey.
Mm-hmm. And I guess Alex won, but Alex felt that Jaden had a better matchup based off of the decks in the tournament, so he let him win. But for some reason, he placed, I think, only 1 placing higher than Alex at last place.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and I asked him, he's like, I got matched in every worst matchup possible. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think he told me he played Shine. Cross. He lost the Cross.
Yeah, he said in one game, not the full match, he was superior mode 3 times.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
wow. I'm speechless. Yeah,
Classic
that's
Goosey.
pain. That's pain. That
I remember
is.
I remember his last match. It was Yellow Vaccine because he played 3 different Kevins.
All right. Contrary to popular belief, my matchup or like my win-loss ratio against Yellow Vaccines is still at a 50-50.
As Machine
With
Dramon?
Machine Dramon?
Yeah, it's still at a 50-50.
Oh, you hear it here. TJ says he's a better Machine Dramon player than Jaden.
I got Jesus Christ. I got
You're
into
the best Machine Dramon player.
True, I am. No, wait, no, that's Billy.
Uh,
He actually got first place at like an Ulti Cup or something.
He did. He did win an Ulti Cup with it. And then never played the deck again.
Bad.
Sorry, TJ, you were saying.
Anyways, again, so out of 10 games against Vaccine, I am actually at a solid 5-5. And my most notable one is versing Vaccine, and they perpetually just kept using the Angemon loop, putting my Machine Dramons, my Chaos Dramons, my Chaos X's, my Hover SBs. They just kept putting it into my security. And it just came down to, I didn't win by getting rid of their security. I won because they couldn't clean out mine before decking out.
Oh. Okay.
Because Hover SB gets blocker. Plus the tie, giving it 7k, their only option when they're doing their swinging with the Bulkmon and the Angemon is that they have to use the Angemon to put it on top. So I just kept utilizing that to burn out majority of their resources, and I would just keep going attack the heavy, swing, clear your board, clear your 3-cost Tamers, and then yes, they kept building up, but because it just kept turning into, I'm putting this on the bottom of your security, I'm putting this on the top of your security, whatever it is, I can't remember, they just didn't have enough steam to actually finish off the game.
That's interesting.
And
That's very interesting.
this has just been a consistency. You don't play to win, you just play to stall. I've become a Setcon player without the Setcon.
Speaking of that, TJ, you weren't playing at Untouchables this Thursday, and Derek, you were playing badminton. Dude, I really wish you both were playing there. There was 2 new players at Locals. Both were Mirage players, and it seems like they're new to the game of Digimon.
I think I know who you're talking about.
I don't think you know where I'm going with this.
Alright, tell your story.
Okay.
Did they encounter Setcon?
I wasn't going to say that. I was saying that I gave one of them the proper welcome to community. He took his 5 minutes reading the cards. I was like, yo, no worries. If there's any card you don't understand, you let me know. We'll read it. You know, this guy's judge, Kevin's official judge. Gene over there's official judge. Jordan works at store is a judge, not an official judge. He is a judge. And then, you know, he proceeded to go through every card in his deck through the game, and he could test it out.
You're probably the nicest Secon player I know.
I am a very nice Secon player. Unfortunately, I didn't bump into the other person who was also playing Mirage. It would have been great.
My God.
But it's okay.
Sorry, it's like,
it's good because QB, Kevin, gave that player a welcome and milled his ass out.
for God, it's like you're making.
He is the
you're
best
making
player.
This is why people avoid untouchables for Digimon, because it's just like.
This is why I built Red Hybrid.
Oh, that too. Yeah, we either have
I'm
like.
tired of being bullied.
To be fair, there's only like 1 or 2 Setcon players left. Everyone else kind of like either got fed up, shifted to decks that don't care about your options, or they just kind of learned how to play against Setcon. Untouchables is great if you want to learn how to be a good player. It's not good if you're trying to walk in to play casual.
Here's the thing, TJ, I can't just give up on Setcon because I can't let players get away. Like, I can't let these Greymon players get away with running no Yuyas or no delicate plans. Like, they need to understand life is not all rosy and they need to make decisions.
Don't overcommit.
Yeah. Wait, TJ, did you? I always love telling this story. Did I tell you about Verdo's swing atmosphere with Sec +8 War Greymon?
I believe you did.
Okay. First check Chaos Degrade. No protection. It was gone.
Yeah. Yeah, as per... Yeah, that makes sense. Protection
Absolutely
from, what is it?
heartbreaking.
It was so great.
Deletion.
I ran into him again at top of your game. So great. I ran into him again. I asked him, like, so, you running any delicate plans?
Oh my God.
I think he was also playing Congo and he didn't see it.
He didn't see it when he needed to. But now he's changed. Because like, after the tour, I talked to him about it. And now I cannot face him. Because he's changed the build to a build that I do not like.
Finally add back Yuya's and Hades Force.
Yeah, he has
Or
2
more
Yuyas
Hades.
now. And he has Sec +1 Greymon. So not only is he protected, he's chipping me hard.
Ooh.
I feel like that's a trauma response.
No. Trauma response
That's
when
a
you put in
silent
4
cry for
delicate
help.
plans.
What was that?
That's a cry for help.
Sorry, you go.
Cry for help. Dear Lord. Wait, yeah. I'm excited to see how EX5 unfolds and how it affects BT15 with the ban lists. I know.
I want to take a crack at it. Just see if I can maybe find a deck to like maybe a rogue deck that just solves the tier 1 decks right now.
So funny you mentioned that. From what I hear, there is one rogue deck that kind of answers Anubis. Although I don't know how reliably it does.
Go on.
Which one's that?
Jellymon.
Jellymon.
Please explain.
Alright, so the RB1 jelly stuff. What's the level 6's name? Amphimon?
Yeah.
I think it's on evolve and when attacking, strip sources, and then bottom deck something without a source. And that's not once per turn either. Plus it also has a protection effect, so they can't just easily pop it. And I believe one of the inherits also lets you restand. So you can just clear 2 to 3 bodies, which is pretty strong, honestly, because Anubis doesn't leave a lot of big source bodies. It's always just spawn the Merva, put the Ignite underneath, spawn a level 4 or a level 3, and then that's about it, right?
Sorry, it's on Digivolve and when attacking, or just on Digivolve?
I believe it's both.
I was going to say Andrew pulled up on screen, but then I realized that doesn't actually help us because it's just... The magic of editing helps the viewers. It does not help us.
Alright, when Digivolving when attacking, you may trash up to 2 blue cards in your hand. For each one, trash any 1 card from under your opponent's Digimon or Tamers. Then you may return one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards to the bottom of the deck.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
Funny Rogue deck beats one of the tier 1 decks, does not do well into anything else.
Alright, if we're going by that type of effect, what about if we go classic blue hybrid with 4 Tommies? And you know what? Just throw in some spicy Zudo in there as well. Zudo Ace.
So my question is Blue Hybrid fast enough to still remain in the format?
I mean, at this point, it's more along the lines of how many stories are in your security and how many Tommies are in there.
Yeah.
I guess so, but I feel like that just falls down once again to you are depending on the RNG gods, and sometimes those mofos are not generous.
That's every hybrid deck. They're just banking their tamers in security.
Okay, yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, I don't know what the new top end for blue hybrid is, but I feel like it might be a tad too slow just because you got to keep playing the tamers.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well.
And you can't reliably leave a level 4 out if Anubis is just going to pop a level 5 or under.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True.
I'd be okay with that if that was not if that was just a once per turn. That, like, being able to pop 3 is kind of crazy.
So how does it pop up to 3 again? I think it was you play the Merva, that's 1, and then Merva plays 2 more bodies, and then that's 3 pops.
Yes.
That's insane.
Yeah. And the consistency level behind that is so, I was going to say consistent, that it is definitely a deck to watch out for. I've kind of learned with Melga X, it is a fast deck. It still hits like a truck, but if that deck runs into any kind of resistance, I feel like it's seriously in danger of decking itself out rather consistently.
Yes, but I believe their plan is that one stack, it's either they win or they lose, right? If they have to rebuild, there's a good chance they're not winning.
Yeah, I think ideally, the turn you push out, you're doing all 5 checks and going into Omni X. There's just no other way around it.
That's a pretty tall order.
I mean, considering some of their inherits just don't have once per turn clauses on them for their drawing, you can cycle through your deck pretty quickly.
Oh yes, that's right, because the deck does does do a whole bunch of like unsuspending, so you can attack again, which then procs the stuff. Okay, no, that's fair.
Wait, quick question. Currently, right now, does Melga run the Ukkomon package, the jamming, or no?
I think right now for just EX5, they're all on purple base.
Oh, okay.
I think in BT15, what you're thinking of, they can run Ukkomon. I think I've seen them play the Sunomon, just because Gabu X is a 1 to Evo if it's not Sunomon, or Gabumon specifically.
Isn't Buko also receiving some form of restriction? I could be wrong.
Buka is getting set to 1.
Okay, so it is going down to 1.
Yes.
Wow, I actually wasn't aware it was that oppressive that it required that kind of an attention.
Oh, that's right. You haven't been around
has a
that
lot of
much
force drip.
with Mirage.
Well, no, I've like encountered my fair of mirages, but my fear has never really been with the jamming aspect. It's if you're swinging 15k, chances are you're getting to the end of that security stack.
Well, no, the issue along the lines was this. Remember how before the Ukkomon came out, they hit Mirage by hitting the level 5 that says when attacking, you may unsuspend if your opponent has like 8 cards or more. That was a hit, but the problem is with Ukkomon and jamming, all your other level 5s that were like kind of doo-doo and you could misfire are no longer doo-doo. Since you can swing, not worry about dying in security, then Digivolve to Mirage to unsuspend. So that's why it felt like there was no hit to Mirage.
Oh, I see. So it's just a free additional swing.
Correct.
Yeah, so the combo before was, I believe it's BT11 and BT13. When your opponent adds a card to their hand, they unsuspend. But if you add a card and you're already unsuspended, you have to pass up on the effect, or rather just use up. So now you can just get a free jamming swing, Digivolve into Mirage, make them add a card, unsuspend, and then do your whole combo from there.
Yep.
Oh boy. Ew.
Yeah. All EX5 really, or EX4? 3? The mock gal that got hit, all that one really did was just make your line more consistent to Digivolve into, for less memory.
I think it would have been more rampant if that EX4 Mirage was still out, because it had the very good when Digivolve effect to bounce level 4, so you could get around aces.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because Zudo. Wow, I'm having issues talking today. Zudo is still a relevant thing to kind of counter the early push, right?
Yep.
Because it's trash 2 or trash 3.
Trash 2.
Yep.
Trash 2 and then bounce. Something that is level 5 level 5 or lower with less sources, right?
It's just anything with no sources.
Yep.
Oh, it's anything? Holy crap.
Yeah. strip any 2 sources from your opponent's Digimon, then bounce something from those sources back.
Darn.
Damn.
Dude,
I
What
think
did you
I'm gonna have
guys say overall?
I think I'm gonna have a
Sorry.
deck crisis. I don't know what to play in the EX5.
I have too many deck options. That's my problem right now. They literally just decided, you know what? We'll splash black with everything now. So I now have 2 black-yellow decks in the form of Monze and Edamon. I now have my green decks in the form of Rust Tyranno and Heavy Leomon. I have my red deck in the form of Black Horde Gray, and I guess Machine Dramon would also be considered black-red, but that's also like black, red, green. I have brain farts. I actually think it's just black, red, green right now.
I think so.
Yeah, this
I know for me
D-Brigade.
personally,
Important question for Judge Derek. Do you think the Ultimate Cup in February is going to apply the March 1st ban list on their tournament? Or do you think they'll let a Pokemon go crazy?
when is the date for Ultimate Cups again?
Let me...
February 25th, I believe.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Remind me again which date BT 15 comes out?
16th of February.
Ooh, okay. Because all I remember from that post was there's no restriction, so you're not doing monocolor anymore.
Yep.
I think it'd be really interesting if they don't apply the ban list, because technically it's March 1st, right?
Yep.
Please don't say that.
Damn,
It's not even.
that's a really
my-
interesting format then.
My issue isn't even that, like, oh no, we're going to see Apocalypse everywhere, because the important ban will have actually already happened, being that in the Gabumon pile. But it's just the prices of Apocalypse. I don't want to have to pay, but
TJ,
I
the Melga hasn't gotten hit yet, because the Melga hit is with the... What's it called? With the Apocalypse hit.
the Anubi. What? Isn't it with Anubis?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Anubis. And the Anubis hit is also with the Pokemon hit.
What?
Yeah, so Anubismon is at full power as well.
I thought it was like after Nats shit was
No.
going down.
Yeah, after
No.
that, it's March 1st.
Wait, Nats is March 1st?
No, I'm saying March 1st is after Nationals.
So next week is Nats, from the time of this recording. Next week is Nats. And then in February, BT 15 comes out. And then I think, a week or 2 after set release, ban list happens.
2 weeks.
But,
Oh,
like,
for fuck's
Yeah.
sakes.
but before that, we have an Ulti Cup before ban list day.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm playing that Ulti Cup. Oh my god.
You know what the best thing is? I don't think they've released what the cards are for Ulti Cup price. Let me check right now in case they just updated. But if
Oh, they have actually announced what they are.
Isn't it
no,
the
no,
red
I mean
stuff?
they said Aguni, but they didn't show what those cards are specifically, right?
So we do know that it's the BT12 line. We just don't know what their artwork is yet.
Wait, really?
It is.
Let me see this.
Let me see if I can find that post.
Oh my god, that means I'm gonna probably end up being paying a stupid premium on the Apocalypse.
Oh shit, you're right. They're out. Okay, so the participation is BT12 Flamemon. Top 128 is BT12 Aguni. Top 64 is BT12 Burning Gray. Top 32 is dog shit. It's just BT12 Alda, and then Emperor Gray is top 8, and then Alt Art Susano is the champion. Okay, cool. So I guess people might not be trying that hard to win the whole Ultimate Cup. I guess based off these pricing, because top 32 and higher are all dog shit.
Yeah, it's also really weird that they're making another alt art for Emperor Greymon since it just had the regional alt art.
Yeah.
I would love for an Altart Ancient Wisemon.
I remember speculating what the pricing was for this, and I was thinking participation might be like a Takuya or something,
Yeah.
or even like another Pokemon because we need like a 4th Pokemon alt art for some reason.
I was hoping that it was going to be Takuya, and it would be the Digivice Takuya that was like $120 each.
I was also thinking that, but just with a shitty stamp on top of it,
Yeah, right? I'd be okay with that.
just to decrease the value of the original.
I'm okay with that.
I actually really don't like the stamps. Like, they need a new font, or they need something not so, I don't know, I want to say abrasive. Like, it's in the way. I want to see the artwork. I don't want to see this giant stamp of championship, so forth and so forth.
Give
it like a-
something funny just might have happened. Amanda, are you here because Macy wants to be with me and not you?
No, I'm here because she's sad.
Oh, for what?
She pulled the mobile down on top of her head. And then I took it away. She wasn't sad that she pulled it down. She was quite impressed with herself. She was mad that I took it away.
So is that a sign of acoustic?
No, that's just a sign of I want what I want.
Okay.
I didn't get it.
So why are you in here now?
Because then I said, let's go see Daddy and maybe that'll make you happy. And she instantly stopped crying.
Okay, I guess that works. Yo, can you believe Regional Champ Jean said that my daughter was acoustic?
Okay, can I ask, what the hell is with the... Why are we using the term acoustic?
It just sounds funnier. It's not as offensive, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, for me, it's just funnier.
Okay.
It doesn't sound as mean.
Oh wait, I don't think you were there. So TJ 100% was not there. We were at Hey Noodles, and I was having one of those like autism moments, and Alex just
Was this after I left?
No, this was like maybe 2-3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
And Alex wanted to call me acoustic again, but he's like, no, this is even more. So he pretended like he was playing the card and just went.
I don't know if you can use that word anymore.
I mean, it's medically correct, I think.
We're gonna have to censor a couple things here.
I think we just cut this whole section out.
Okay, got it. Understood.
Andrew, we already have a small freaking fan base as is. Let's not murder.
I mean, maybe that's what they like, right?
I swear to God.
So back to the stamps on cards.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my lord.
I think it was Judge Pack 2 when they came out with the eggs from all the starter decks. I couldn't handle it when I saw, I think it was Pagumon. Because normally, like, the stamp is in the bottom right corner usually for pre-release and all that. But this time, it was just in the top left corner.
Are you talking about the purple one?
Yes. It's only on Pagumon.
I thought it was... Oh.
It's just in the weirdest spot.
Oh, damn.
It just
I
looks
thought
so
maybe the regional
ugly.
pricing was released. We don't know what regional pricings are.
And just to confirm, this is the reprint of the one that already comes with an alt art?
Correct.
Huh. I guess we chalk this up with another one of the cards that are just different, but for no reason in particular. Like the Black King Numemon, the inheritable blocker has no reminder text to it, but then every other card has the reminder text for blocker.
Yeah, I could understand if there was like a long inherit saying like if you have this condition, now you have blocker, then you don't need the reminder text, but it's just blocker, no text.
That is interesting.
I'm not feeling these Ulti Cup pricings. I feel like there's no incentive for anyone to go above top 32.
Listen, man, some of us want to be good at the game, alright?
Technically,
Can't all be...
It's just top 8 at this point. It's top 8 or nothing.
Listen,
Really?
man,
I mean,
I want to be
have
good
the
at
Emperor Grey
something.
alt art, and no one plays that Aldemon.
I think the real longtime fans of Emperor Greymon will definitely be trying for that.
Okay, I can think of a couple of people who are going to go, like, Killmonger hungry for it just for the collector aspect.
Oh yeah, for collectors, sure, I guess.
Yeah,
What do you mean
getting
you
top 8
guess?
definitely
What's
feels
wrong?
bad.
Why are you saying that like there's something wrong with collectors? You got a problem?
No, it's just that there's
You
a
wanna-
smaller base of people that would try to hunt for it.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. I'll let you off this time.
But you know what the really sad thing is? If the top 8 Emperor Grey has worse artwork than the regional participation or the existing alt art.
That would be... Actually, honestly, I don't even think that'd be funny. I think it'd be pretty disappointing. Like, you had one job. Make it great.
I feel like it'd have to be along the lines of the new 3v3 Black War and Beelzemon alt arts.
Ooh.
Like, Black War looks fantastic. Beelzemon looks goofy.
Because I remember everyone was talking shit about the classic alt art for Emperor Grey the minute the regional participation ones came out.
Classic art? Which one is that one?
So the
classic
BT12 alt
alt
art.
I don't remember what cards look like. Let me look this up.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up as we speak here, just to...
He's just pointing his sword towards like the player.
Oh, and
but
then there's the
that artwork
reflection
just
in the
looks
sword,
nice.
right?
No. That's like
That's
BT7.
the old one.
I'm talking BT12 Emperor Grey alt art.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I still like that art over the regional art.
Mm.
I think it has a bigger impact than just guy holding sword.
I agree.
I don't know. I've been told that my taste in alt arts are not always there.
Who said this?
Kevin, Kiwi Blitz.
Ooh.
So
controversial.
I really like the Starbeck Imperial, the one that came as a box topper in EX2. The colors stimulate my mind. You told me it looks like a child drew it with crayons.
Yeah, just like how Gallantmon. That's how Guillemot came to be.
Yeah, it looks visually appealing to me. Don't get me wrong, like the original ST9 one is super badass. I like that one.
Yeah, I'm not
but it's
gonna
not
lie.
as colorful.
I'm not gonna lie, when you said that it's appealing to you, I almost made a reference to like Rina and her age. I almost did.
Why?
I was so close. I didn't do it though. But you have to know you were in danger.
Listen, if I had to compare Regart Rina to Altart Rina, it's Altart Rina.
Here's one thing I would say. I'll post here. I think I'll post it not safe for work, maybe, where someone on Twitter posted a fan art made drawing of Alt Art Nokia, the card. I feel like there'd be less people condemning you if that card came out, because like, you know what, we gotta get that new Alt Art Nokia.
Yeah, it's official artwork now.
I wish it was, man. I wish it was.
It does look really nice for a fan art.
I'm really tempted to pay someone to commission it and then just put it in my Ultra S deck, since I don't have the balls to run it in an actual tournament.
Andrew, have you also seen I think it's the BT5 tie and matte someone made an alt art for it? I think you're actually the one that showed me it.
I don't think I've seen the tie in that one.
I don't know if I have it.
Is this some yaoi shit that you're tricking me? I'll warn you, I'm holding my daughter right now.
Actually, no. I actually know someone who has that alt art. Let me ask him if he can send me a picture of it.
I feel like the viewers are gonna get super lost right now.
Dude, that Blackboard Greymon for the 3v3 does look really good.
I actually put a bid on the Coralmons, a playset. It was a joke bid during Christmas. I think it was like $30 Canadian I paid for the 4.
What?
And I won that bid.
Wait. 30 for 4 or 30 for each of the 4?
30 for 4.
Oh, that's worth it. Our work's so good. Damn.
Yeah, but now I actually just opened up my eBay thing, and I think they're trying to not send it because they didn't get nearly enough value as they thought they would.
Oh Jesus, that's no good.
I keep checking it's been like a month now, and I keep checking the how they give you like the shipping status. Yeah, it still says I've just paid. He hasn't shipped it yet.
Jeez.
Man, you really have bad luck with just online sellers and shipping.
But here's the thing: this is someone from the Facebook Marketplace, who because he had actually advertised his eBay thing on the Facebook Marketplace, which is the only reason I found this.
So we bombard his eBay with bad reviews?
So I don't actually. Well, I think, dear Lord, I will say, like, if by some weird, instance that they do listen to our podcast, like, not cool, dude. I don't know what's going on, but get your shit together. But yeah, that's where I stand.
Oh, back to the fan art. I found it.
Oh, where is it?
I'll post it in the chat.
Okay. Oh, let's see this. All right, we're doing this live.
What in God's green earth? All right, yeah. You
all right, I guess I have to cut this. You know what? No, I don't have to cut this out. We can leave this in. It's good. It's good.
We cannot.
Yo, we can't. Yo, nothing is shown.
No, we can. Okay, but what I'm saying is, like, the viewers have just listened to us talk for 10 minutes, and they have no idea what we're.
Matt Ishida fell down, and Ty's being a good friend and helping him back up. That's all it is.
Can I also point out that aren't they all... Oh, dear Lord, I don't know where to go from here.
I've never seen Adventure. I don't know what happens, but they look like screenshots to me.
Dude, yeah, it's...
I
Crest of friendship, right? When a friend falls down, you help him up.
But Ty's the one behind him.
Yeah, and remember, it's the friendship that's healed War Greymon, right? In the show when they fought Piedmon?
Yeah, I don't remember that scene.
Freaking card game communities.
You have to buy the Blu-ray.
Make some really weird-ass proxies. Oh, no.
Oh, do you think...
I don't even know.
Okay. Changing to a better topic that TJ will be okay with. What are your thoughts of Ukkomon seeing play in, like, more decks?
I feel like every time I look at a new deck, it's playing 2 to 4 copies of it. It's a very solid card that helps a lot of like slower decks speed up and makes certain fast decks like Red Hybrid really ups their game on their aggression.
Yeah, I played against Cameron and his Belfmon deck with Ukkomons. God damn, it was fast.
Yeah, Ukkomon just makes, like TJ said, like a lot of other decks more viable. I like that not every deck can actually use it, even though it seems like they can. Like, I even tried splashing, I think, 2 to 3 in Ulforce. I had some good success with it, but sometimes, like, it was just a straight-up brick. Like, it was the one card I needed to not see for a draw.
I remember my
But
brother
it was really
messaging me.
funny.
He was like, yeah, I saw you playing that Red Hybrid player. How do they search Ukkomon? I'm like, they don't. Either they see it or they don't.
Yeah, sometimes I just mulligan my hand, and if I don't see the Ukkomon, I guess that's it.
Wait, do you run... Oh, you're talking about your Red Hybrid. I was like, wait, damn, you play Ukkomon in Ulforce?
I did.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah. I brought it to the top 16 untouched thing.
Did it work? I mean, I guess you placed like, what, 4th, 3rd? So, like, clearly it did work.
I think it only came up twice because it's not searchable off any of my cards. I don't do a lot of drawing outside of Jerry Leomon. Yeah, I think it only came up twice in early games, and then after that, you don't need it.
Oh, we have
Wait.
a new set release listing.
So, Derek, when BT15 is released and a Pokemon's available, because you said you're getting back into the game, are you still going to be playing then, or no?
Definitely be playing again. I think you talked about this before, but for EX5, I'm just going to be playing fun decks. I'm not really going to be super competitive this format, just because, for me personally, there's not a lot to go for. At least last year for me, it was a very humbling experience, since this was my first time being that competitive in any card game. Like, it's my first time getting a webcam and playing online regionals, online Ulti Cups. And I did fairly well in one Ulti Cup, but the regionals were a lot rougher. I kept missing out on top 16, because my goal for this year's Nats was to get top 16, get my invite, and go with a bunch of other people that have made it. That unfortunately was not the case. Kiki is a much better Ulforce player than I am, so I hope he can bring back a W for us.
Wait, I thought he wasn't going.
Oh, is he not?
That's what I heard
Oh,
from
no.
Alex.
Well,
Game over.
Yeah, because Alex was like taunting someone on Facebook, because they were like talking some shit about some random person post like, yeah, I keep seeing this M Lee topping with Ulforce all the time at multiple regionals. I'm assuming he's gonna top again or plays somewhere in Nats. And Alex was like, no, I know this M Lee guy. He's a complete wuss. He's not showing up. I can bet you money on this.
I feel like it's 90% him fucking around. We'll just like stick him in the closet and just leave him there.
Well, Martin did say that if he wins the bet, he wants 20%.
Of what, $20?
Yep.
Hey, money is money. Yeah.
Wait, are you gonna still be competitive this year now that the Ulti Cup is back to normal format, or no?
I mean, I think I might sign up for 1 or 2 Ulti Cups if I have the time for it, but I definitely won't be as hard on myself for not doing as well. Yeah,
The
come
grind
BT,
is heavy.
come BT15. Hopefully, people aren't trying to break Anubis again, and we have this weird purple only format. You know, give some other decks time to shine. Yeah, otherwise, I hope the format also just kind of slows down a bit, because we're getting some really powerful cards like in the next coming sets.
Wait, is there some cards? Well, to be fair, I have not been paying attention to like new cards coming out. So what is coming out that's like really powerful?
Okay, so I think on set release we get BT15 coming out next month. The month after that is, I believe, the Terriermon starter deck. And based on Japan results, that deck is doing relatively well. Mega Gargo Ace is really strong. After that is BT16. Imperial makes a comeback, which I'm excited for. Honestly, I don't remember what else comes out in 16.
Not only that, Imperial becomes a top tier deck with the new support supposedly.
Yeah. 8 main sets later, becomes
Hey.
tier 1 deck again, supposedly.
I mean, to be fair, the deck has been top tier once before during, what was it, BT3 format? I mean, that was a way ago, I'm aware, but
Yeah, that was before my time. I came in BT8 exactly.
No, I think it's BT6 because I remember it was right after.
Because the first year's Nats would have been Bond format, right?
Yes, because I remember Secom was still really good, and Imperial caused problems since Pyledron was 8K, so Hellside couldn't get rid of it, and since it naturally had jamming, we're kind of really screwed.
Yeah, and then I always hit the German card.
What does it matter? It doesn't activate off security.
It doesn't?
It goes to hand.
You're kidding.
I am not kidding. You're talking the black one, right?
No, the purple one. Schwartz,
no, okay, yep, okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, not Gerald Schwarmer.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that one I always hit, and that made me cry.
Currently trying to pull up the listings and see what's going on. I know for BT15, Monzemon becomes a thing. We get more Melga stuff.
Yeah, it's the Adventure Part 2 set.
Phoenix Vaccines becomes a thing.
Oh, that's right. Kevin's so excited for that.
Digipolice becomes a fusion deck between the already existing Digipolice resources we have and the Oryu line, which is also all Digipolice, and they actually apparently synergize really well together.
Michael B. Jordan for Machine Dramon.
Yeah, we get. Dear God, why would you? Yes, we get more Machine Dramon support. Hercules Kabuterimon makes a splash. Actually, the Monzemon deck for some reason is topping, which is confusing. We get Levia X. Hockley will be a short-lived event. Afterwards, they'll be limited to one. I feel like it'll just be like a splash card for decks that stack megas. Jumping into the BT16, we've got a whole bunch of more. What are they called? Armor forms. We have a bunch of armor forms. Further support for Phoenixmon vaccines. Imperial Dramon, which I know was said. Dusk Dawn gets a little bit of support. Holy crap, there's a lot of armor, boys. Pulse Spawn. What was that?
Does security control get any support?
Not really, honestly. In fact, there's a lot of anti-security control, which, to be fair, security control was, in the words of Bondi, never intentionally supposed to be a thing, so... Grand Kawaga comes back. We get Tyrant Kabuteri, so that'll be interesting. More minor support for Machine. The Sons of Chaos Dorugoro deck. Myotismon makes a big splash. We get the big boy Ukko, and I think the one that most people are really waiting for is the Rapidmon X and the new Magna X, which is 3 colors.
Oh, yes.
Another alt art for you to collect.
Don't you need to collect Magna as well?
I unfortunately no longer have the Vmon binder, and I sold the armor deck, so I'm only keeping Imperial and Old Force.
Fair. I mean, you know, if Davis looked better, you'd probably have kept that deck.
Yeah. Even the alt arts in this set are really nice. I like the new direction art-wise that they're taking.
You're talking about EX5?
Everything just looks so clean. BT16. And even now, like, the art just looks really clean.
Dude, the sovereigns look so nice. I'm so happy the price has dropped.
I'm not.
Remember, TJ, you can always wait.
Okay, I cannot. And it's not even about an impatience thing at this point. It's become a matter of past couple sets I've been dealing with some like interesting snipers because apparently people don't have anything better to do, where I'll message out to people, and I know who these two individuals are, but I'm not going to expose them on the accounts of, like, you know, I'm not that kind of person.
Fair.
But yeah, they're kind of going out of their way to, the moment I will send a message, one of the two will immediately message after me and then offer the person anywhere from $5 to $10 more for the card. And it's entertaining to me in one end because I'm like, wow, these people have a lot of spare income. They're really going out of their way. And in the other end, I'm just kind of like, that's a little bit frustrating. So BT14 was actually the first time I had to bite the bullet and buy a card off eBay.
Okay.
Just because I could not.
I don't know why I thought it was a suspicion Koromon again.
Was it?
I don't think there's any other way for that card.
No. That one is just kind of like, I'll give it a couple more days for that Koromon and then I'll see where I go from there. But The scary one is that Metal Greymon. Holy crap, it's still sitting over 200 for the
I'm
3v3
surprised.
one.
I'm really surprised that Metal Greymon's so expensive, because even the anniversary one, I think topped out at $8-9, even when it was used everywhere.
The Metal Greymon?
Yeah, the Metal Greymon.
That one, when it first came out, it started at $25 to $30.
Yeah, but now it's sitting at like $8 or $9.
Oh, that's fair.
So I'm thinking potentially that Metal Greymon might go to maybe not low, maybe down to like $20-25 at some point. Wait,
I think it really depends on.
Where do you have to
think it really
to get that
depends.
card?
Because the 3v3 is the only way to get that, and the Metal Grey, the only way to get that is through that 25th year anniversary.
Yeah. But the anniversary is not guaranteed. It's also a random chance.
Yeah.
Oh well, I can only hope that it's around 25 so I can grab at least one for myself.
I would like at least 2 for Machine Dramon, just because the artwork actually matches for Machine Dramon.
Fair. Alright, last topic though. What are your thoughts of locals running leagues like Untouchable's Top Tier game?
I think it's interesting. Unfortunately, Untouched didn't really update that list because I know a couple players, including myself, just had periods of time where we just didn't show up or play just due to personal reasons or whatever. Like, I personally was gone for about 2-ish months, and another guy was gone for 6 months, and he still made top 16. Another guy just basically quit the game, still made top 16. But I think it's a nice way to essentially give back to your community.
TJ?
I agree. It is a good way to give back to the community, and in addition to that, it really helps incentivize other people to kind of like up their game or to participate more in an event to get a higher scoring, to be invited to those things. But yes, I do agree. The one thing I would have liked to have seen was that the deck list. I'm sorry, not the deck list. The invite list was updated a little bit to keep in mind of. I feel like there should be a degrading point system for, like, if a person doesn't play for months on end, their score should gradually start to go down by a point or something like that, just to kind of really reflect, like, hey, you're participating in these events, your points remain. Hey, you did really well for a short burst of time and then you vanished. You shouldn't be rewarded for not supporting your store locals. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So I know for me, I don't exactly remember how they said they were keeping track of the points, but it was definitely like you got a couple points for just showing up, which is always nice. If you went X1, you got a couple points. I think if it was a bigger event, they'd also give you a lot more points than normal. So say like your Thursday locals was
Please.
maybe 5 points, let's say, give or take. But then on Sunday, if it's like a half case tourney or something, you get 20 points, something like that.
Wait, is this real? Because I don't remember hearing this. All I knew was what was
I
on the
think
website.
again, I don't actually know because given that it's like over a year, right? The numbers just don't make sense. And I know that I topped a couple of those bigger events, and I scrubbed out on a lot of the smaller events. So maybe that's how my numbers averaged out. But yeah, they didn't update that properly.
But still good for the community, because at least they if people were able to make it, they would shift down to the next available like points. It's like the next person would get bumped up and then have their invite.
Yeah, I liked it. Free
One thing I
event.
did like was that besides just free, because it was affected people who placed in top 16, or whoever got their place handed down. Every deck was relatively serious. There wasn't too many like I'm just here for participation kind of thing.
Yeah, we had a pretty diverse, I guess, between our locals, a diverse format. D Brigade took first. There was a lot of War Grey.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew, you came second place with Secon.
Angels, yes.
Yeah. Third place was Crossheart. Fourth place, Ulforce. Lugamon. Examon came 8th, which was not a deck I think anybody expected to see.
Wait, which deck?
Examon.
Was that Aaron?
That was, yeah. We played in the finals, and at some point he spawned like 7 bodies with the Imperial Dramon Ace, but never found Slayer Dramon. So because I was able to bounce back all of his Imperials through like Sword Strip or just Old Force bouncing, I think I used 20 memory in one turn.
Amazing.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, Overflow is a hell of a mechanic.
Oh, you do not have to tell me that. Oh, Lord. I got mass board wiped, and then they ended up giving me 10, and then they ended up back at 3, and I was like, cool. I think they Death X'd, and I had a terrible time. Overflow's a wonderful mechanic. It really adds a new layer of... I want to say consistency, but it's not the right word. It adds a new layer of just, like, creativity within decks.
There's also a complexity to it, right? Because now you have to expect it.
I just can't wait.
You can't go unga bunga.
Because they have what? They have the Ace Piledramon. They're gonna have the Ace Dragon Mode and the Ace Fighter. So the minute it dies, the expectation is, all right, cool. I'll be starting at 10, right?
I can't wait to just overflow. What is it? 4 for each level 6.
Yeah, 6 is 4 and 5 is 3, so that's 7 right away off just the Paladin Dragon Mode. Then plus the other 4, that's 11.
God, I wish that deck had protection.
So overall consensus about EX5 and future formatting? Do we think it'll be healthy, interesting?
Yeah, it'll be healthy after March 1st.
Yeah, our R&D team definitely just needs to not do what they've been doing.
It would be funnier, because it's only just 2 weeks, right? So effectively, like they say our locals untouchables, there's only going to be 4 locals, because they run one Thursday, one Sunday. So even if, say, worst case scenario, people don't show up, Untouchables would be like, oh, you know, it's just 2 weeks, it's fine, we can ride it out. My question is, if it was the full format, at what point would locals just say, you know what, we're putting our own rules, a Pokemon to 1?
I feel like they wouldn't do that, just because, again, it's that whole thing of, like, it doesn't incentivize sales. The idea is the boxes come there, they want to sell their product, which is why I think they don't immediately ban cards, with the exception of the pairings ban with the Zubomon. But that pairing isn't so much to, like, break something, more so to correct something that was an oversight.
It doesn't make anything straight up unplayable. It just doesn't make a degenerate strategy playable.
Yeah. I think Bandai really only steps in regards to the limiting or banning or whatever it is. I think they only step in when it really does become a uninteractable environment. Which is fine. That's like the healthy thing to do. It's allow people to express their creativity and their freedom, but step in when that kind of stretches to a point where, again, nobody wants to sit there and watch you play for 15, 20 minutes. Sorry, not happening. I don't care how try-hard you are and how you're like, ooh, this deck's amazing. I'm sorry. I have better things to do, and I do not want to pay money to watch you diddle yourself for X amount of time.
That's fair.
I had to censor
Don't
myself.
like Yu-Gi-Oh! Is what I'm hearing.
I played my fair share of Yu-Gi-Oh! In the beginning. What it is now is not healthy, and it's really evident by that with how many people constantly drop out of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community and jump onto One Piece. I'm not saying all One Piece players are Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, but a good majority of them during the startup of One Piece, it was just Yu-Gi-Oh! In a really, really bad spot, and everyone's like, no, new game. I think Gene actually jumped ship too from Yu-Gi-Oh! Onto One Piece at the time.
I think he was there for most of set 1, and then I think he just dropped it and went back to Digimon.
Fair.
That makes sense.
Alright, I guess we can call it there. But since, Derek, you said you're slowly coming back in, I will have to warn you that when you come in, if one of the new players is still there, this one player has an interesting aura about them.
Ah, yes, so it is the player that I thought you were talking about.
Look, Sam has already warned TJ that he doesn't call it a interesting aura, he calls it a offensive aura to the nose.
Oh, but I feel like that's just common ground with anytime you enter a TCG. There's always the one, right?
Hey, I haven't seen one in oh no, that's true. There's one person that came through. You're correct. I've experienced it.
It's gonna happen. It's unavoidable, but it is a point.
All right, guys.
Amazing jump scare.
Yeah,
That was the closing bell.
Yep. She
Good
has
day,
to go, so I have to
everyone.
go. All right, later, guys. All right, let me stop this recording.
Good talks.
All right.
We
Man,
need
what do you
to. We gotta cut a lot of this.
What did I say? You're pronouncing. What is that?
Odor.
Odor? Yeah, we're calling it aura.
You're pronouncing odor wrong.
Yeah, we don't want to say odor. We want to say aura. We don't want to be offensive.
That's like you're pronouncing odor wrong.
Dude, we don't want to offend people. That's what we're all about.
Yeah, okay.